This week in Bible Fellowship, our lesson talks about the importance of prayer. And teachers, I think this is just a great opportunity for you to encourage your class and challenge your class in their personal prayer life. Personally, as I've led small groups and as I've taught classes, one of the things people are honest about is that they struggle in how they should pray. As we see in Mark 11, especially 24 and 25, Jesus says, I tell you, everything you pray for, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. And whenever you stand praying, if you have anything against anyone, forgive him, so your Father in heaven will also forgive your wrongdoing. Jesus talks about a posture of prayer, that we are to have a forgiving heart. We can't go to the Lord and ask for something in our prayers if we're holding something against somebody else. That's number one. Number two, I think it's very important in verse 24 that we don't give in to the easy believism. If I pray for it and I really believe that God wants me to have it or I want to have it, God's going to give it to us. Well, that's not the way it works. If you go back to Matthew 6, which I think would be a good cross-reference for you guys, and the Lord's Prayer, it starts out, Our Father who art in heaven, holy is your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done. We're praying in God's will. Romans 12, 1 and 2 says that we're to conform not to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of our minds, that we may be able to know what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. And then you jump over to Psalms 37, 4, delight yourself in the Lord. That means live for the Lord and in his ways and in his statutes, and he will give you the desires of your heart. He'll place those desires in your heart. Focus on prayer this week. Jesus was passionate about believers praying, and believers praying at the temple, at the church. Now, we are the temple now. We are the church. But believers, I think we sometimes are anemic in our prayer life. So I just want to encourage you guys to really dive into prayer, maybe even the struggles that we have, and give your class some encouragement. Maybe you give them the outline of adoration, confession, thanksgiving, and supplication, acts. And that's how I do my prayers. I write it out in my journal, and that's how I can focus on those things. I think people just need a how-to. Thank you for what you're doing. Especially want to say thank you for those that signed up for trunks. We had a great trunk or treat this week for our Awana kids, and those that brought candy. Just wanted to encourage you about that. And please be in contact with all of your roll. Everybody that's on your roll, all of your care groups, all your leaders need to be contacting those people. We can never underestimate the power of a contact, an outreach that says, hey, I want you to be a part of our class and to be a part of what we're doing here in our group. Thank you guys so much for what you're doing. Have a great Sunday, and I appreciate it, and I'm praying for all of you guys.